Man, this ain't no bullshit, man. I'm gonna tell you real quick. Listen, when I was in jail, and I'm just like, all I had was the Bible, right, to work with. I had a King James, and then I quickly found out that if you want to study the Bible, um, grab a Catholic version of the Bible that a Catholic would have in their house, because it has additional books in it, and that just gives you more of an understanding of the Bible. But my note taking and all that, I came and I started making like assumptions, which I was basing my theory, assumption, whatever you want to call it, on fact. The fact that it's no way that I'm reading that Abraham comes from Babylon, the Tower of Babel, the kingdom of Nimrod. This is where he comes from. He's alive then, or his father is alive then to some extent, and the Bible don't really give you ages or events that was happening in Babylon at that time. But Abraham leaves, and then I immediately said that he went to war with 4 kings, and one of the kings is referenced as being a part of a race of giants. So I immediately was like, yo, Abraham, not only was Abraham big as shit, but it was giants in the land in the time of Abraham, submissive and non-submissive. And you hear about in the Bible, you hear about Elezra being the servant of Abraham, who be asking for pieces and parts of the kingdom too. Like, should he be given pieces and parts? Like Abraham in that little discussion is having an issue and a conversation that says, who should he leave his kingdom to? His house servant Elezra, right? And this conversation, to me, goes to show you that it was like at least a deserving of an inheritance because of how loyal Elezra was as a servant. But then when you read on, and I said this shit then, and like this with the Bible, like, yo, it's more shit to this. Like, I didn't know, or I didn't think what I came to know was the real shit. But that's what happened. Elezra was a giant, and Abraham tells him to his face, you cannot inherit, or my son Isaac cannot marry your daughter, because you are from the accursed race and my son is from the blessed race. And Elezra was a giant, and he was subservient to Abraham, and he went on missions and all that for Abraham. Like, he rode out and rode the countries, kings, people, and they said he was Abraham. He embodied Abraham. Like, imagine you have a 25-foot you that does what you say do. Like, yo, go over such and such and tell them this, that, and the third. I'm taking no, and I'm not dealing with no. No don't mean nothing to us. Go over there, and no is not the answer. And that's what Elezra was. If you read the accounts, Elezra embodied Abraham. He was Abraham to every extent of Abraham, until you get into what they say about Isaac, how he was an exact carbon copy of Abraham. But all this shit, and this is why I know that I be killing this shit, because with the little, minuscule material such as the Holy Bible, with all its holes, and this is why I started researching, because it had holes in it. It didn't explain nothing to me in the sense of what I wanted to know. I want to know about Adam and his world, and I want to know about Eve, and why do they blame all this shit on her. I want to know, not with just because this is what you say. You mean? So I got to handle some business, man. I just wanted to say that. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know that channel. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm pumping this shit. I'm trying to get this shit popping for information purposes. You understand? Hit me up.